Hi guys, this is a guitar tutorial on Chris Tomlin's new song, Whom Shall I Fear? I'll play it first and then go through a few shapes after. You hear me when I call, you are my morning song. Though darkness fills the night, it cannot hide the light. Whom shall I fear? You crush the enemy underneath my feet. You are my sword and shield, though troubles linger still. Whom shall I fear? I know who goes before me, I know who stands behind. The God of angel armies, He is always by my side. The one who reigns forever, He is a friend of mine. The God of angel armies, He is always by my side. And nothing formed against me shall stand. You hold the whole world in your hands. I'm holding on to your promises. You are faithful, you are faithful, you are faithful. I know who goes before me, I know who stands behind. The God of angel armies, He is always by my side. The one who reigns forever, He is a friend of mine. The God of angel armies, He is always by my side. I know who goes before me, I know who stands behind. The God of angel armies, He is always by my side. The one who reigns forever, He is a friend of mine. The God of angel armies, He is always by my side. The God of angel armies, He is always by my side. Okay guys, so the song starts off with a guitar riff up here on the 10th fret. We're capoed on capo 5, which is the key of C, and as all Chris Tomlin songs are, you play in the G shape, and I find this a very usable shape for any kind of worship leading, this G shape. You've got your two fingers down here on the B and the E, and then your second and first fingers here forming the G shape. And there's only really a few chords to this song, so it's very, very easy to play. The beginning intro picks up on the 10th fret. You've got this little guitar, electric guitar lead riff, which goes. So that's the 10th fret on the D and the G string, going up to the 12th fret on the G string, and then you're hitting the E string there on the 10th fret and going back to the 12th fret on the G string, and you repeat that whole phrase, and then the last phrase is this pickup on the 9th fret, and then you go into the chords. Underneath that, all I'm playing for the introduction is a G for 4, or that's actually 8, and then a C for 8, and then you go into the verse, and all the verse is G for the first 2 lines, and then to the C shape, and then on the Whom Shall I Fear, you go to your E minor shape, and then back to the C shape, and you do that again for the second half of the beginning of the song, that second verse. And then in the chorus,
you've got this climbing line which starts with an E minor. All I'm doing is an E minor, and I'm keeping my 2 fourth and third fingers on the what would be the 3rd fret if you weren't playing with the capo. And that you can just keep that on the guitar the entire song, to be honest. And so you've got this climbing riff which goes E minor, D slash F sharp, and the way I do that is I play my first finger up on the 6th string, second finger on the 3rd string, and 3rd finger on the 2nd string there on the 3rd fret. That's a sort of a D2 slash F sharp, and then to your G. So it goes, I know who goes before me. And it repeats that again. I know who stands behind. And then you go to E minor. The God of angel armies is always. And then instead of the slash chord, just go straight to a straight up D chord on my side. And then repeat that whole pattern again. E minor, D slash F. E minor, D slash F to G. E minor, C is always on my side. And then in the bridge, it just does a different kind of pattern. And it goes, and nothing formed up to the G will stand. To a D, I'm doing a D sus really, just keeping my pinky on that top E string. And then the second line is, you hold the whole world in your hands, which is a G slash B, means a B in the bass, and all you do is you just have your first finger on that 2nd fret on the 5th string. You hold the whole world in your hands. And then the next line, stay on the C. I'm holding on to the G, to your E minor, promises, to the D sus. You are faithful, you are faith, back to the C, full, to the E, to the D. You are faithful. And then what I think he does is you go back to a C, but it's a C slash E. You are faithful. And then a D slash F sharp. Go back to the chorus, and then the final chorus does something different. Instead of going to the E minor, what you do is you go to the root. You go to the G, and then you walk down. So you do, I know who goes before me, I know, to the F sharp, know who stands behind, and all I'm doing, I'm still keeping my fingers up on the upper strings here. The God of angel armies, E minor, is always on my side, back to the G. And the one who reigns forever, he is a friend of mine. The God of angel armies is always on my side. And then you just repeat that little riff at the end. So that's the song. I hope you find that useful. I am just guessing at this song as the praise charts haven't come out yet, but I think it's a really powerful song. So thank Chris for writing it, and pray that it blesses the church. Thanks, guys.